Welcome to DJ Barbecue's YouTube channel. I'm Christian Stevenson, DJ Barbecue, and today we're doing a Southern soul food dish, great side or main. It's called tomato pie. I rediscovered this dish when I was doing a road trip with my friend Cupcake Gemma from the Food Tube family. We went from Nashville to Charleston to see the home team boys in Carolina. And we stopped at a place called Lone Star Mercantile and Barbecue, and they do like a full-on 20-dish buffet for $11.95, including tax. Simple, easy dish that you can use with like leftover day-old bread. And the recipe comes on the fan that they sell in their shop. So we're gonna start with our cheese mix. Get that all ready. Just gonna get rid of the outer crust. I do not want big chunks of onion. Okay, so I'm just gonna shave up the onion. You don't want too much onion in there. A mug of cheese. By the way, Katz's Delicatessen in New York. If you've not gone there for the pastrami sandwich, it's 20 bucks. It's the best 20 bucks you'll spend. So I got a mug of cheese, like a sharp cheddar. I've got somewhere between a mild and a mature cheddar. I'm going 2 big heaping spoonfuls, big spoons of mayonnaise. Boom, boom, boom. I'm rocking Hellmann's, I like my Hellmann's. And of course, you want to season it. I've got my pepper, make it rain pepper, and I got some salt. And you can just keep it clean, or you can add like some marjoram or oregano. I've got my seasoned concoction of cheese and onion, so I'm just gonna bring all those flavors together. This is your cheese mix. Just make sure that the onion's evenly distributed. Now I need to prep my tomatoes. Tomatoes, what do you guys say? You guys say it funny, man. It's tomatoes, bro. You say tomatoes. No, I say tomatoes, you say tomatoes. With a core bunch, get rid of that middle bit. And now the key with this is, when you're slicing the tomatoes, the ones that go kind of in the first layer, you have 2 layers of tomatoes, mismatched tomatoes for the bottom layer, but your prettiest slices for the top. So there, we've cored a load of tomatoes, and now I'm gonna slice them nicely. Boom. Oh yeah. So I'm not gonna use the ends. You wanna make sure your tomatoes are nice and ripe, okay? The beauty of this recipe is like great leftover food. You can use your day-old bread. That's what the recipe calls for on the back of the fan from Lone Star. Day-old bread. Chris, the chef there, likes to use sunbeam. I'm gonna go a bit next level with my tomato pie. I went to Borough Market. If you go to London, go to Borough Market if you're a foodie. Oh my God, it's amazing. So we have this gorgeous, gorgeous sourdough, which I am gonna slice up. And I'm just gonna slice it yay thick, just like that. Just gonna trim some of the sides away. And now it is time to build our lovely tomato pie. So here's our cauldron, our cooker. We got some nice coals going in here. I've got some a mixed charcoal, hardwood, and then I've got some marabou, Cuban, kind of invasive weed charcoal in there. It's all sustainable and lovely. So I want to get this going at about almost 400 degrees Fahrenheit, around 185 on the Celsius dial. I've got sunflower oil. You want to lube the bottom of the pan. You want to lube it. So now I'm just gonna line the base with my bread. Then I'm just gonna find all my kind of wonky bits, throw them in there. That's the first base. We go back with the bread. The bread's done its job. So now I've got my trusty spatula, and I'm just gonna cover the cheese like so. Don't go too much. If you do too much on that, because I know everybody loves cheese, it just turns into a soggy mush. You still want to keep a bit of that firmness in there. It's all about layering. Okay, so now we're gonna use the really nice tomatoes. And when you layer them in there, I want you to kind of layer them kind of like dominoes. So they're all nice and pretty. A little bit of pepper, tiny bit of salt, and a little bit of oregano. More of our mayonnaise, onion, cheese mix. Oh gosh, it's gonna be good. This next bit isn't in the recipe from Lone Star. This is kind of my little thing. So I got some spring onions, or scallions as you call them. Chop into these, give it that kind of like fresh Asian vibe you get. And use a lot of spring onions. Now for the final bit, apart from cooking it, I put a bit use like spring onions, scallions as my friends in America call them, right on top. Get it in there, guys. And a bit more pepper. There we go. Tiny pinch of salt. There we go. Yes, we're outdoors, but that grill is rocking at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius. This is where I want her. I've got it set up for the Death Star technique. But thanks to George Lucas and Star Wars, I can't call it that. So I call it the heat hanging. It doesn't sound as good as a Death Star technique, but here it is. Charcoal on both sides, nothing in the middle, because that's where this is going. So you want to cook it for about 25 to 30 minutes until that top bit goes golden, melting brown. Oh man, look at it bubbling, man. Looking good. It's been about 30 minutes. The cheese is nice and golden. Time to mange, that's French for eat. Okay, remember, you gotta let it cool a bit. Tomatoes retain heat. They're water-based and they just hold that heat. It's like when you have a slice of pizza, all that hot cheese and tomato sauce, you go for it right when it's out of the oven or right when it's served to you, and then you burn the top of your mouth off. That'll happen with tomato pie. We're gonna jump in and I'm gonna let it rest, and then I'm gonna eat it. Vegetarian dishes, man. Oh my gosh. Ooh-wee.
Just one more question that lies between us, like an unspoken confession.
We're going in. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna burn my mouth. I said don't eat it right away because you'll burn your mouth. Oh. Man, that's good. Oh, I love tomato pie. It's easy, it's simple, it's cheap to make. And if you got like tomatoes kind of going near the end of their date or bread, throw it in there, man, it's all good. That's it for me. I'm DJ Barbecue. Thanks for watching me make a dish that I grew up on. And thank you, Lone Star, Chris over at Lone Star, for reintroducing me to a recipe my grandma used to make for me. Oh, see you next time. So good.